I should really have this ready before the show. However, I just want to show off my pouring skills. Boom. That's what you want to see. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Thanks for joining. Fun one as always, guys. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. There's only 3 of us. That's not the part that's different. Today we're going to be doing, our comic talk. Like always, we usually have one of those crazy lists we go through. Today we're going to be talking about some X-Men. We're going to run through it because we want to get to some speculation that we didn't get to yesterday because FaceTime had some issues. So we'll be touching on that. We'll be touching on some comic news. We also have a giveaway. Hopefully people will be joining because the only way I'm going to know if you are eligible for the giveaway is if you're in the chat. So if you're in the chat and you come on, I'll put you on the wheel. And at the end of this thing, what's it called? FaceTime has got a book that he's going to give out. So everybody who's in the chat right now making a comment will be entered. That's all you have to do. If you want, thumbs up. You know me, I really don't care. If you want a thumbs down, press it twice. You know how it is. Before we get started, please do me a favor. Go sub up, everybody. Everybody who's on the panel, everybody who's in the chat, go do that. Sub everybody up. It's always nice to grow this community. So yeah, guys, I'm going to bring in my guests. Oh, I just broke this man's heart. I told him that I wasn't going to be able to go and hunt tomorrow. So, he's a little mad at me, but, it is what it is. We got to pull the Band-Aid off sometimes. So my first guest is none other than a newly made Iron Man fan, Mr. Key Issues. What's going on?
How could you not be with me on New Comic Book Day, bro? I thought we were this. I thought we were like this, son.
What's
going on, everybody? It's your boy Keys, aka Mr. Key Issues, and I am back once more. Haven't got kicked off this show yet. Still co-host.
Well, for now.
Let's
not get crazy. Let's not get, So yeah. So did you drop a video yesterday? I can't remember. Was it yesterday?
No.
Oh, I thought you were doing Mondays, so that's why I just assumed you were.
I was, but life got in the way, boys. So
got in the way. Okay. Okay. Now the next guest, you guys already know who it is. He is Mr. Speculation. He's got some crazy giveaway he's going to be giving away. So guys, make sure you go into the comments and you just make a comment, and that's how you're going to enter. And FaceTime will take care of it. But let's bring in Mr. FaceTime. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy Face. And like Newbie said, the end of today's show, we're going to be giving away a copy of this right here.
Ooh,
I don't know how well y'all can see it. It's got a little bit of a glare on there.
Oh, that's shiny.
That's Something is Killing the Children #8, the 1 in 25 variant.
So I'm just typing in who is in already.
And that's all you got to do is just go ahead and make a comment in there.
Ooh.
That's it, man. Fuck.
That would look pretty decent on that in my collection.
Peanut butter 54. Whoa. All right. So let's get started, guys. So yeah, like we said, we got this here. So anybody who makes a comment in the chats or throws a thumbs up, we're gonna put you on this wheel for Something is Killing the Children, 1 in 25 variant. It's like 100 face. What is it? It's like $160 book, right?
Yes, yeah. I think it's going for about 120.
Jeez. So, Keys, what is that Canadian like?
Man, that's like $1 million Canadian, bro. That's like 1,000 trips to Tim Hortons, dog. That's
I think our American friends don't know about Tim Hortons. I think they do. I think they do Dunkin' Donuts.
True. Okay, that's like
a
couple.
So
far. Timmy said this for you.
Before we start, again, a fun one. Ultra, thanks for joining, brother. I always joke and say, gold, silver instead of first, second, third. I kind of change it up. So anytime I go into chats, If I'm first, second, or third, I always say, gold, silver, or bronze. Always like the Bronze Age versus the Copper. AR, what's going on, brother? If you guys haven't checked out AR, go check him out. He's got some really good videos and content, key issues. There's the channel. He'll probably be dropping that a few times. Peanut Butter, thank you for joining. Panda, man, I appreciate anytime you stop by, man. One of the nicest guys in the community. All right, guys, so let's get started. We're going to be talking what's going on here? We'll be talking about our ideal X-Men team, and then we're going to jump into speculation, and then we're going to talk about some comic news, and then we're going to jump into the giveaway. Low key, if you haven't heard, all you had to do was make a comment, throw a thumbs up, and we're going to put you on the wheel for the 1 in 25 variant of Something is Killing the Children, number 8. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys. So for today's topic, for our little fun thing that we're gonna do, we decided to do our ideal X-Men team. This could be any characters that we want to see. We're gonna run through it quickly, and like I said, then we're gonna get into our comic news, our comic spec, and then our giveaway. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. Keys, you're going first, brother.
Buddy, when you say quickly, how I'm not gonna lie.
Quickly,
how I do.
No, not quickly, man. But you know what I mean.
I made, boys and girls, viewers, I made an X-Men squad for like every category I could think of, man. So I got some crazy squads up, plural. I went above and beyond. So newbie, which one do you want, bro? Do you want the ultimate squad that's gonna destroy all, or you want everyday squad that you just hate to see?
Dude, this is supposed to be like our ideal, like I don't know if it's like ideal X-Men. I think it's just like an ideal team, like our ideal team.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me bless you with some knowledge. Firstly, we're gonna scrap the X-Men name. Okay. Now, for those watching, the rule was an ideal X-Men team. We can pick anyone that's been on the X-Men before or current members, as well as teams that derived from the X-Men. So we're talking about like X-Terminators, we're talking X-Statix, X-Force, all of those. So without further ado, I bring you the Key Force. Yes, your boy, my own name on this team. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? So for the Key Force, we need a pick. We need some members that have combat knowledge, use of technology, and realistically, there's travel costs involved in my team, right? So someone that could teleport. And we're going to go with Cable on this one because he has that perfect show.
Yo, yes, man. Yes. No, go on,
Of
Keys.
course, I had him on my list.
Do I actually sound far away? That's
I don't know. You do sound a little different, though. You do sound a little different.
Weird.
Yeah. Well, go on. We can all hear you. I mean.
Okay. So I've got Cable. He has the combat knowledge, future tech, and he can teleport. But if you're a fan of Cable, you know that when he teleports, he brings someone else with him. So naturally, Deadpool's coming up in this team with me, seeing as though he's an X-Force member. So we have Cable, Deadpool, Wolverine. Because
whoa! Just do them one at a time, bro. Like, why are you doing your whole team?
I thought we were doing a whole team.
Yeah, but like one by one.
Oh, so you didn't say that before. All right, well, bless. So my first pick's Cable.
Okay, well, we all know the others. Okay, all right.
Yeah, we know where he's going next.
Yeah, I was like, where are you going with this?
Nobody.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and take Deadpool, and I'll get Wolverine.
Shit.
Yeah. All right, Face. Who you got, man?
All right, so by the rules that we went and agreed on, that they could be anybody that was on a team.
I think I should have said like ideal team, 5-member ideal team.
So in that vein, I went ahead and took Franklin Richards.
Yeah.
At one point was a part of Generation X, so he's a former X teammate, and got basically every power there is. Ability to manipulate reality, energy, matter. He's got immortality, teleportation, psychic different psychic abilities, telekinesis, telepathy. You can't go wrong with Franklin Richards on any team.
No,
Good pick.
no.
That's a good pick.
I think this is not going to be a shocker on my list, but I'm going to start it off. I am a gentleman. Every team needs one thing. Every team needs this one character. Every team needs a beautiful woman who could beat the shit out of pretty much 85% of the people she comes into contact with. So my character on my ideal team is Rogue.
Oh man,
Wrong.
that was definitely on my list.
And I'm a gentleman, guys. I'm a gentleman. That's the difference. I'm a gentleman, so that was my first pick. I'm not gonna wait till the end. So Rogue or whoever plays Rogue in the future, if you're watching, what's up? Rogue's definitely on that team. You can take on strength. You can take on flight. She can steal powers from people. So there is a lot of things that the character does bring to a team. So on my first pick of my ideal X-Men or ideal team, I keep saying ideal X-Men, but thinking about it now, I think it's just going to be 5 members of our ideal comic team. My first member would be Rogue. Keys is back to you, even though we already know who you might be picking.
She's actually on one of my many teams that I made. We'll see if I get to that later. All right, so obviously I already said it. I got to go Deadpool for my next pick. He
So
is
surprising.
with the mouth, you know what I'm saying? He has a healing factor. He has a whole supply of armaments. Also, they're not part of any X team, but with Deadpool, you automatically get that awesome package of Bob from Hydra, Blind Al, and Weasel to kind of support the team. So it's all about that teamwork. Deadpool, hands. Oh, and Dopender. You get Dopender too. Just in case the team ever needs to go somewhere, you got a taxi for that now.
How did we bring the entire cast of the movie?
I'm just saying they automatically are associated with Deadpool. He is part of the team, but if they ever need help, they got those guys.
Okay.
Well, as long as they got Dopender, they'll be all right, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
For those of you that are just joining, I just put a wheel up. We do have a giveaway at the end of the show. All you have to do is leave a comment and thumbs up. That way I know you're here. We're giving away a 1 in 25. Something is Killing the Children, number 8, brought to you by Ford. No, I'm just kidding. Brought to you by Mr. FaceTime. He's willing to give this book away. It's going for like 120 American, which is like 200 Canadian. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
Sub him up.
Yeah, sub him up, guys. He's got content coming. So definitely be on the lookout for that. With that said, Lasso, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining. All right, Face, your second member of your ideal team in comics would be?
All right. Well, my second member, I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and go big right from go. So I'm just gonna take Phoenix. Phoenix. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take Phoenix. Just go ahead and get her out of the way. I mean, she's destroyed entire civilizations, so.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
But like, is the Phoenix really part of X-Men, or is like Jean Grey part of the X-Men? You know.
I mean, well, they're really both one and the same at different points in time. So.
She was also on another list of mine, bro. But okay.
Oh, come
actually,
on.
my list right now.
You already got Cable from me.
Yeah.
We'll share. Sharing's caring.
I mean, that's not a bad character. I never really liked Phoenix, to be honest with you guys. I was never big on Phoenix. I wasn't even big on Jean Grey. I don't know why. I think it was just the fact that she fell in love with Cyclops. You know what I mean? I always thought he was kind of weird. I don't know. I just
always would have liked her with Woogie better.
Yeah, definitely. And like, later on in the comics, I mean, he does get with her. They do have a child, Ren, R-I-E-N. So I mean, it does happen for him. I don't know. I never really liked her with Cyclops. I don't know, man. I know.
Nobody likes Cyclops.
Keys has got no. Keys like Cyclops. Keys is like.
Whoa! I didn't say all that.
I mean, I think.
How you gonna hate on Jean Grey?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, oh shoot, okay. Hey, Punch, what's going on? Thanks for joining, brother. Yeah. So Punch, I'm gonna add you to our giveaway wheel, man. We're giving away a 1 in 25 variant of what's the book? 1 in 25, number 8. Something is killing the children. That's the book we're giving away at the end of the stream. So everybody who makes a comment and a thumbs up, you are in the wheel. So yeah, okay, that's not a bad pick. My next pick, guys. I don't know if it's a pick that oh shoot. I married a redhead due to Jean Grey, Mary Jane, and Kate. Yeah, okay. So it has nothing to do with redheads because
Fairchild. I mean, that makes sense.
Mary Jane, man. I love Mary Jane. Caitlin Fairchild, yeah, same. It's just something about Jean Grey. I don't know. I don't know.
Smart, sophisticated, hella powerful. Like, what you hating?
I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I wouldn't say that.
The actress is fine as hell. Both
Sophie, what's her name? Like Sophie Jonas now. She's like married to the Jonas brother or whatever. Are you talking about the new one or like the old?
Both.
I don't know.
You talking about Famke Janssen?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. I was always more into Storm, man. In the cartoons, I always liked Storm. In the movies, it was Halle Berry. In the new X-Men, it was that I forget her name, but I hope she's in it. Like, I was always big into Storm. I don't know why.
You saved yourself there. I was gonna get you.
Storm was always
that's jail time.
Storm and Rogue. That's why I said Rogue is my first one. All right, so I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. Rogue, that's who I fell in love with. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But the second member on my ideal comic list, I was a gentleman. I said Rogue is number 1. I always put the ladies first. My ideal member, number 2, is none other than an original member, Iceman. Iceman is dope regardless. He's an iconic. I don't know why they don't do more of him. Like, I feel like they butchered him in the movies that we've already seen. Even in that fight where he's like fighting what's not Human Torch, but the guy that has fire, Bobby Pyro. Yeah. Like, I feel like they fucked up that thing too. I don't know, man. Like, I get it. It was like it was years ago. It was like, from 2003 to like 2009 or 10, somewhere around there. I don't know, man. I just thought that they could have capitalized on that, especially with Iceman being an original member. I think they could have done something cool, especially with the CGI that we have now and things like that. But you guys see how I did that, eh? It could have been something cool. Haha. But yeah, I think that
was a horrible dad joke.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. But I definitely think that's a character that they could capitalize on. And I would love to have him as part of my my character of my team. So far I got Rogue and Iceman. Keys.
All right, see, Iceman wasn't on my list because if I ever drop my mixtape, which is pure fire, that would melt the man's, right? So I knifed that from my list. Next up, technically, he's like the X-Men's rival, but they do work together. So, hey, you guys can refute me on this one. Can I say Magneto or nah?
You can say Magneto.
Cool. Magneto, Eric Lenscher. Let's be real. This man wrecks. And I'll make sure that the team carries like nickels and quarters and other like metal coins at all times, so he could just do the whole X-Men 2 thing and wreck everybody in his way.
It would be Ice. I like that one.
Oh, that's so bad.
It's almost like I remember being in high school and some dude was like, man, if you ever want to get girls, because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I had dreads like down to here.
Dreads?
Yeah, dreads, cornrows, whatever.
That's different.
So what ended up happening was this one guy told me at the time I thought was great, but the pickup line was, he's like, hey, go up to a girl and just be like, hey, how much does a polar bear weigh? And the girl's supposed to be like, I don't know. And then you're supposed to be like, enough to break the ice. And then that was the stupidest line. But this one guy told me it, and I was like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Justice, what is going on, man? Hey, if you guys haven't checked out Justice for Comics, I suggest you go check it out. He goes through speculation. He goes through top 10 comics that are hot to go get. He's usually on the ball ahead of everybody getting books. So definitely check him out. The other guy that I want people to go check out is Ultra Maximus. He drops a lot of spec. He's on Drunken Chat, and he drops a lot of spec. He's always giving his goodies away, his advice and things like that. So definitely check him out. But yeah, pull the trigger on that book. Oh man, good for you. The Iceman one, I'm assuming, right? Newbie's look when he's trying to understand Keys price. Yeah, man, this is like 6 years of friendship. I'm just like, all right, whatever. All right, Keys. So you said Magneto on your team. Okay, you know, ideal. Face, who is another member of your ideal comic team?
Hold on, man. I'm still trying to picture Newbie with dreads.
Y'all maybe throw a picture up, man. Well, you guys gotta remember, you know, I'm Latino. I come from a Spanish family, so you know.
How many subscribers you at? For the next level, we're gonna drop this photo. We're gonna release it. It'll be an exclusive.
Batman 92, black and white, one per store. Ooh, nice.
Okay, so for my next pick, I actually took Rasputin, who is actually a future X-Man from Powers of X #1. I believe she made her debut. She's got the powers of like 5 different X-Men. She's got Colossus's metal skin. She's got psychic abilities, Kitty's intangibility, Wolverine's healing factor. She's got a force field, and then she uses a magic soul sword.
She just everybody, eh? The whole squad.
Yeah,
I mean, I just pretty much wanted my X-Men team to kick your X-Men team's ass. So
yeah, no, definitely. That's Newbie with dreads. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, man.
What's going on?
That's a hard.
Yeah, you know what? That's a hard one to. I mean, if you have a member like that, yeah, absolutely. That's a badass. I would love for there to be almost like a video game where you could just, you know, come up with like 5 characters, and then you like kind of just have this like scene, and you know, different players can put their team, and then you just go back and forth with it. I think that'd be kind of cool. That Avengers game looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. The one that they're advertising right now. Yeah? No, I don't know.
I got mixed feelings. I need to see more.
Well, obviously, they're not going to show you more, right?
Yeah, it's Key Issues exclusive, man. They'll show me more.
Oh God!
All right, my people talk to their people.
So my list. So my two is so far is Rogue and Iceman. I'm gonna need somebody who kind of can do shit. You know, like somebody that I could just be like, hey man, go do this, and he's gonna take care of it. But the next person on my team.
You want who to douche what?
Yeah,
No, that like you could just tell this person to go do something and he would just do it. You know what I mean? Like he would just go and do it. But this character is none other than Silver Surfer. I could be like, hey, go take care of this, and then he would just, you know, take it. What? What's wrong with Silver Surfer?
Wait, was Silver Surfer on an X team?
That's what I'm saying. What?
No, but I said it's an ideal. It's an ideal.
Nah.
Yo,
that ideally can get out. That ideally is gone.
All right, okay, fun. I got others here. Okay, so if we can't use Silver Surfer, all right, then I'm gonna go with, you know, someone's gonna have to take care of Rogue, because I think Rogue is taller than me. I think Rogue is like 6 feet, so someone's gonna have to take care of Rogue, right? I'm gonna go with Remy LeBeau, aka Mr. Gambit, super popular character, even though his power isn't as like crazy as others. He always he's almost like a domino, because it's all like he always can get away from shit. He never, you know, like there's always something. So, you know,
I'll give you that.
Boom, Austin. Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
I mean, that's so disrespectful to the character, but
yeah, Herald of Newbie.
kinda. Just as saying, tomorrow a badass Del Auto cover comes out, and it will sell out quick. There you go, guys. anytime you want to come on the show. Justice, I've had a crazy week with new hours at work, but I'm definitely making it. I took like 3 days off of comics and YouTube, and I feel like I've been gone for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So definitely gonna hook up with you and do that. I'm not sure why Gambit. Whoa, wait a minute, come on. I mean, in the 90s commercial, I always say commercial. In the
Mostly because you were banging Rogue.
Yeah, I think that's why. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like the three guys that like the two guys that were popular was Wolverine and Gambit, right? I mean, no offense to Cyclops and Beast. I just didn't think that they were as popular in that cartoon. But it is what it is. He'll only get more popular once he makes it to the screen, which will happen eventually. Yeah, Jean Grey is looking like a better option now. They were a good couple on show. I told my girlfriend that we should go as Gambit and Rogue for Halloween, and she was like, I don't know what that means. She's like, I have no idea. I was like, okay, no problem. Silver Surfer is my all-time favorite. Yeah, he's up there. He's in like my top 10 for sure. All right, Mr. Kiyoshu, your third member of your ideal X-Men team.
I wanted more of a teleporter, and I didn't like the options. Nightcrawler to me is cool, really cool, but I can't have my mansion being stunk up with all the sulfur smell and stuff that he leaves behind when he teleports. So I chose my girl Blink on this one. You guys may remember her from Days of Future Past, that movie. Has the ability to open portals, teleport the whole squad, you know what I'm saying? Also, she can teleport half of you. That's instant death. Come on now. Never uses it, but it's a possibility. So that's why she's my pick, man. Also, it's one of those characters that nobody ever thinks of, especially how she looks. It's just out there.
Yeah, it's true.
Totally, man.
Is that what Nightcrawler gives off? Is like sulfur or whatever?
Sulfur smell. Yeah.
So you would be able to know if somebody
Sulfur
was
and brimstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you would be able to tell if like somebody had teleported then. Like you would go into a room and be like,
you're like, damn, what's that smell? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice pick. Yeah, that makes
kind of ruins the stealthy aspect of teleporting.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. I just watched that one, X2, I think it is. Is that the one where he shows up, X United, where they're what's it called? Professor X is taken over by Stryker or whatever. Yeah. And just seeing him like talk to Mystique and all that, and they're just like, even though like
the intro, it's hard when he's teleporting through the White House and he's just messing up everybody. That went hard.
Yeah, Nightcrawler eats a lot of eggs.
I can't have that in my mansion.
Protein
Force will not do.
Yeah, to be honest, I would probably if you had the choice, and this is like a sub question to everything we're doing, but if you had a choice between teleporting like Nightcrawler or having the ability to change like Mystique, which one would you have? Which one would you take? The only thing is, if you took Nightcrawler's power, you would have to look like Nightcrawler.
Oh, you can't. Come on, man. I thought it would be like Looper. I'd be robbing banks and stuff and just gone.
You could
do that as Mystique, though. You could just turn yourself into the bank manager and walk into the vault.
Exactly.
Do I get like her agility and stuff, bro? Like, or just
thanks for coming, brother.
I guess I gotta go Mystique, man. I guess.
Okay. Let's make it more interesting then. If you didn't have that, if you didn't have to look like Nightcrawler, you would still go with Mystique, or would you go Nightcrawler?
Now I think about it, right? If I have Mystique's powers, it would just be like fresh cut, swole. Like, never mind, I'm going Mystique because that would be dope.
What if you look like Nightcrawler already?
I think that's a shot at you, bro.
Then I guess that's a bonus, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm playing, newbie. I'm playing.
I don't know about that. Okay, all right. FaceTime. Your third. Are you on number 3 or number 4?
We are on number 4.
Okay, yeah, because I've only done 3. All right, you're number 4. Your fourth character on your ideal comic team is.
Okay, so for my number 4, you said you wanted to go ahead and take care of Rogue. I'm going to go with Hope Summers, and she's just going to go ahead and turn the powers completely off.
I mean,
Yup.
her whole power is just the ability to manipulate powers in other people and to mimic them. So,
Man,
You got me. You got me there.
the fact that you said that, I'm kind of like, man, what the hell? Only because I'm thinking, I think back in like May, I almost bought. Wow, this is so weird. I just got offered $90 Canadian for my 9.4 CGI cameo of Gambit, which is technically a first appearance, but that X-Men Annual 14, I'm probably gonna decline that. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? What did I say before that?
I'm supposed to be the random one. I have no idea.
I was talking about Hope Summers.
Oh, Hope Summers. So yeah, back in May, I had the chance to pick up that book, and the guy had that second print, and a lot of people, for whatever reason now, are looking for that second print. The one, it's like it's got the 3 girls on it or something like that. There's like a Facebook group that I'm on, and like 3 guys are like, hey, if you guys have this copy, let me know. And it was like, I think like $10-12. But even the first appearance of Hope Summer, like that was like a $40, $50 book back in, or maybe less, even in May. And now I think it's up there. So I don't know. It always brings me back to one of those regrets that I never got. They've had a Nightcrawler with dreads, I want to say. Man, come on, Panda. You know, that would be hilarious, seeing Panda with dreads.
Oh, that would be sweet.
That would be way better than Newbie with dreads. But Hope is dope. She can manipulate Wanda too. Ooh, Wanda would be a good one to have too. All right, guys. So for my pick, ideal, I guess we're going to stick with X-Men, not ideal teams. But if we have to take a look at X-Men, I'm going to go with a character that I think is badass. For whatever reason, he always gets his ass kicked. But I feel like surrounded by leadership and surrounded by good people, he might be able to do some good. But it's the Juggernaut. I think the Juggernaut would, you know, under the right circumstances, like he doesn't have to go all crazy. You know, I could just picture us getting off the ship and trying to fight crime. And instead of him like just going to smash everything and be like, hey, just why don't you chill for a second? Let's let everybody else do something, and then boom, we bring you in.
But he's had so many opportunities. How many times has he been on an X-Men team just to turn back to a bad guy again?
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. If Sana was in the chat, I would say binary just to piss her off. But you know, I think that would be pretty good. Tapia, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging.
Legit, I almost put binary on the list.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Yeah. I just think that they could do it. And going back to the cartoon, right, of the 90s, I mean, he was always around. He was always there. Plus, you know, Keys already said Magneto. I didn't want to, you know, contradict. The weird part was when I was watching that show, I always thought that he was Professor X's brother. But apparently he's – or his son. I thought it was his son.
He's his half-brother, yeah.
Brother. Yeah, but he's actually brother. I always
had step-brother, one of the two.
Yeah, something like that. It's really confusing. All right, Keys, your 5th member of your ideal X-Men team.
Everybody and their mom knows who I'm about to say.
Iron Man?
You know, I had to scoop my boy Doom for this last pick here. Or are we doing 5? Doesn't even matter. He's on my team no matter what. This man has near invulnerability. His little body, if you will, can be shared with the squad to heal him up. He's done it before. He's done it with Wolverine to help him heal faster. He has a literal dimension in his body, and he can travel through time and space through the Doomverse. That shit is impossible to beat, man. He has a healing factor, super strength. He has a bottle that he carries around that he almost fought Wolverine with, and he tried to fight Thor. Man goes hard in the paint. And everybody loves him. So we're going to use that merchandise to raise money for the Key Force for extra things. You know what I'm saying? You got to think financially here. I'm a business, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to look in the future. You know, you only know where you're going if you look back, but you got to go ahead. Yeah, no, definitely, man, definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, FaceTime. Who is your 5th member of your ideal X-Men team?
All right, for my fifth member, I went ahead and took Legion, who's basically got all the powers. He's just a little bit crazy.
A
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah. I would say he's more than
Just a touch.
Yeah, yeah, just a touch for sure.
Like the Midas touch of friggin' crazy.
Speaking of Legion and speaking of like New Mutants, I guess. Have you seen New Mutants yet? Either
I have not seen it now.
Keys, have you gone or no?
Nah.
Are we planning to go? I don't know.
I don't know. You just ditched me for New Comic Book Day. Now you want to ask me to see a movie with you, bro? Like, this is how this works? This is how this works, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had something, but
You guys need me to step into another room?
No, it's all
I'm
good.
gonna go see a movie with FaceTime. That's what I'm gonna do.
Have anybody in the chat, have you guys seen the movie? I haven't heard anything, whether it be good or bad, about that movie. I have heard some really great reviews on that Tenet movie. Is that Tenet?
I heard it was so confusing, bro. Like
it's supposed to be. If you're a fan of Inception, that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, I am. It's one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time. From my understanding, if you understand that movie, it's Christopher Nolan. You're gonna understand that one. Yeah. So I kind of see it.
Way more confusing.
Yeah.
Inception.
Hey, I'm okay with seeing it. Twice. But yeah, New Mutants. I haven't heard anything good or bad, so I don't know what that means. So yeah, I might have to go and check it out for myself. Because I haven't heard anything. But no one's in a rush.
Have anyone to go with you?
Well, Keys didn't want to go. Mr. Freeze didn't want to go. Like none of these guys.
If we travel back in time 4 years, I probably would have wanted to see it. Bro.
Yeah, mixed reviews across the board. Yeah, Austin, have you seen it? I'm assuming.
It looks like it was made for TV.
Yeah, I agree with you. It does look like it was,
the trailer looked great.
That looked corny, bro. It looked like some sci-fi movie that only released on the Sci-Fi Channel. Is that still a thing?
It's comic books, man. What were you looking for? It should be on the Sci-Fi Channel.
That big budget, you know what I'm saying? I want like that. Oh, that looks semi-real.
What's that girl? What's the girl with the bangs, the blonde? What's her name?
No idea.
Every time I see the commercials for it, I always think of that Peach Momoko Strange Academy book. Like my mind doesn't go to New Mutants, X-Men, like all that stuff. It doesn't go there. Oh, Magic. Okay, yeah, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, Magic. She looks like the Peach Momoko from Strange Academy. Another book that I missed out on buying.
Oh, I thought you meant the actress's name.
Yeah, no. I want a New Mutants fan to see it, aka me. Yeah, man. There's not a lot of New Mutants fans around me, so
not that new. Should have been called Old Mutants by the time it came out, bro.
Like I said, it might be something that I go see sooner than later.
What?
Yes, but
Panda just dropped some knowledge I did not know.
It does look like it's made for a sci-fi movie. Man, you guys are probably texting each other like, "Hey, you should go see this." All right, guys, to finish out our top X-Men ideal team before we get into our comic spec and before we get into the giveaway and things like that, our comic news. My character, I can't believe none of you guys have said it. If we follow the movie, we follow some comics, this is the first mutant. This is Apocalypse.
Was he ever X-Men?
No, but he's in X-Men. What do you mean?
That doesn't.
No,
he's an X-Man right now.
Yeah, he's an X-Men right now.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So words.
Boom. Yeah, but I think he's a really crazy villain. I know a lot of people want to say like, oh, he's like Thanos. I think he's a little more, whack because he believes in like, the genocide and like, just all that shit. But I sometimes have difficulty with X-Men villains because I kind of deep down think that Mr. Sinister is going to be the one that's more like Thanos in the sense that they're going to bring him through like a bunch of movies. We're probably going to see him just clips in and out. So yeah, I think for that reason, but nevertheless, I always thought Apocalypse was badass. I remember in the cartoon, I always refer to the cartoon, but the cartoon, he always had that white A on his like body or suit. I can't remember if it was on the belt or if it was in the middle. Do you remember, Keith, or no?
Belt.
It's
Like,
usually on the belt.
Yeah, it was on the belt. Yeah, I just always thought that was funny that he had an A, and it's like, all right, we get it, man. You say Apocalypse, we know, we know what the A is for, but yeah. Ultra Saiyan now on Excalibur 2.
Yeah, that's the
Excalibur, X Factor versus Apocalypse, classic battles. Oh yeah, I will not be denied Apocalypse in X-Men 90s cartoon. Yeah, I love the way they showed him because I remember.
As it turns out, he was denied.
Yeah, I remember watching the cartoon when they actually first introduced him, and it was like the first time in the cartoon that the X-Men team, you know, it went through like I think like 2 or 3 like two to be continues because they were getting their ass kicked and it didn't look like it was going to work for them, right? So it was kind of like the first time you were like, oh shit, you know, similar to what happened in Endgame with Thanos, you know, like the movie finished and we're like, oh shit, he won, right? So, all right, guys, that's it. That's it for our ideal teams. We're going to get into some spec. We weren't able to get into some spec yesterday because we had some technical difficulties. We did get through the new comic book day portion of everything. So we're going to get into some spec right now. We will be doing the giveaway probably near the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. What's going on, Mountain Peak? I got to have this guy on the show. He is a good comic fan. He's always trying to, you know, come and meet us. So we got to get him on sometime. I am far beyond a mutant than they are from man. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You know, like I know this is going back a few years, but like that Apocalypse movie was garbage to me. I thought they missed so much that they could have done. Like that movie to me should have been at least 2 parts. Like it should not have been a 1 movie. You know what I mean? Like it should have been 2. Worst X-Men villain is director Simon Kinberg after the Dark Phoenix bombed. Yeah, that one was. I don't think. Okay, This is.
That's a true story right there.
Yeah, this is shocking news. I don't think I've seen Dark Phoenix yet.
I haven't seen the whole movie.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I refuse.
Save yourself. It's 2 hours. You'll never get back.
Yeah, and you know they're scrapping all those characters and all that storyline anyway. So, Ultra saying it's second behind Slinger.
Bryan Singer. Shoot, that's me.
Damn, man.
Oh, that's me.
I think I just came.
Yeah, but Singer at least had something to do with the first 2 X-Men movies, which I mean were at least tolerable. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's yeah, definitely. All right, guys. So let's get down to our spec talk. For any of you that just joined, we have this going on. This is a wheel. All you have to do is comment. If you commented at any point in this chat, you're already in. If you want to hit the thumbs up, go for it. If you want to hit the thumbs down, do it twice for me. But yeah, we're giving away a 1 in 25. Something is Killing the Children number 8. So we'll be doing that at the end of the show. So let's get down to spec talk. FaceTime, you want to talk about spec or you want to talk about Frankie's? What's going on with Frankie's right now?
Well, it's just an interesting story with Frankie's. There's, I guess, been reports that they are not. I don't know if it's going to encompass all of their exclusives, but on at least a good portion of their exclusives, they are no longer going to announce print runs, and it's just having an interesting effect on different people. Some people are very much against it. Some people are very much for it. I guess it just depends on what side of the coin that you know in the comic book community that you fall on, how you feel about it. But it's interesting to see the reactions to it.
When did they announce that? They announced that on Friday, I believe, right? Or Monday?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I thought I heard something about it on Friday, and I was like, it can't be right. But I was busy. Yeah, that's. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Because I know I think you buy from Frankie's here and there, don't you? You buy a few, don't you?
I bought a few exclusives every now and then. You know, so generally I'm not a huge fan of store exclusives in general. But my girlfriend is a fan of a lot of those store exclusives because she likes the art on them. So we do get some of them for those reasons. And, you know, obviously there's some out there that I like too that we end up picking up. But usually the print run doesn't come into play for me whenever I decide if I'm buying it or not, to be honest. So
yeah, I think I try not to chase variants. I don't. You know what I mean? Like I always say that. And Face, you know, you and me have talked because there was that that X23 one. I can't remember where it was, but it's the white cover.
right, the Mike Mayhew X23 that came out for forget what issue it was.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, I need to have this cover. This is awesome. And then I get into the sites and I'm like, man, I don't like. What's the point of this? Like, what is going on? Even when Peach Momoko comes out with some stuff, like not now, but like when she first came out and she had some stuff, I remember being like, oh, I need to have that. Like anybody, right? Like you think, no, and then you go to the site and you're waiting like everybody else, and then at the end of it, you're like, man, this is so dumb. Like I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't variant chase, and I don't like store variants. You know, if I'm gonna collect anything, it's Silver Age. I think I've been very vocal about that. If you know, I pick up New Comic Book Day just like everybody else, and I pick up.
Yeah, that's always your safest bet. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I use modern comics. If the story's good, the artwork's good, of course I'm going to pick one up and put it in my PC. But I also want to use, you know, modern books that I might be able to like flip for profit and then reinvest that money into silver. I'm a big believer in the money is in the silver. Gold, not that it's so far away, because a lot of people will be like, oh, gold age is too far for me. But then they'll go and buy like, you know, Hulk 181 or something like that for like $5,000. And it's like, well, I mean, that's not a bad book to have by any means. But I'm just saying, you know, like some people will buy like big books in silver and not realize that they could essentially buy some books in gold as well, right? Because like $5,000, I'm sure you could find a book in gold, right? So that's just me. I keep my money in silver, and I don't variant chase or do store exclusives. Those are like my things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you can definitely find gold books for $5,000. I mean, obviously, you're probably not going to find, you know, the equivalent of the first appearance of Wolverine in Golden Age. I guess would be, you know, first Batman or Superman for $5,000, but you can find some books.
So Peak here says, oddly, sometimes variants cost less than cover A on the secondary market. Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. Now, there are some variants.
They definitely usually end up that way.
Yeah. Now, there are some cases where, like, for example, when me and Key issue, I mean, everybody, but Thor 6, right? Like, we were able to get the store, or not the store variant, but the variant, that special variant. You know, that I find that those variants are different. When I talk about variants, I mean, like, store exclusives and things like that. I don't mean the ones that you can just go and pick up, like you know, if everybody can go to a store and pick it up, those aren't the ones I want. It's a little confusing, even though they are variants, but those aren't the ones I'm talking about, if that makes sense to anybody. But yeah, variants don't guarantee value. Absolutely not. It's all driven by us saying like, hey, go get this variant, right? So I'll scoop them up for sure if I like the book.
Who said that?
Such a sellout, man. Such a sellout. All right, let's get down to some spec. I know FaceTime wanted to talk about some spec. Keys, I think you had a spec book, or did you not? I can't remember. No?
Oh, man, I don't know. This is
okay. No, I thought, for whatever reason, I thought maybe you had a book that you were specking on. All right, brother. FaceTime, it's all yours.
You know, anything right now, the whole Silver Surfer Black series is big right now. Anything with him is going to be huge. You're seeing it blow up because of obviously what happened in Thor. And, you know, that also encompasses stuff that's going on with Null over in Venom. But actually, you know, a book that was showing up this week that was kind of funny. I actually can't even remember exactly what the name of it was. It was just such an off the wall book that was showing up that it's selling a lot. Is the I think it's like Cartoon Network starring which is actually the first appearance of the Powerpuff Girls.
Dude.
And it's obviously because of the TV series that or whatever that just got announced.
Yes, and I talked about this like a week or 10 days ago, 2 weeks. Was it last week? Okay. Yeah, it was.
I think it might have been last week. Yeah.
Yeah. From what I understand, it is gonna be. It's not gonna be the way you think it's gonna be, though. It's not gonna be like all lovey-dovey and things like that. From what I'm understanding, it's gonna have like some darkness to it.
It's a whole lot of Chemical X instead of.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that a lot of that is gonna happen. So I don't know. It's gonna be live action.
I get the feeling they're gonna try and go with like they're somehow gonna try and pull off like a sort of a Buffy with superpowers vibe.
That's kind of what I was thinking actually when I thought about it. I was like, that's probably the way they're gonna go. If a beaver sent you something and it arrived today.
Yeah, more directed at like the teenage type market.
Yeah, I'd probably check it out, especially if it's like dark like that, Buffy the Vampire style. But
with my boy Mojo.
I mean, I'm gonna check it out for Mojo Jojo alone.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. But where's that comic that you were talking about? Like, what price range are we talking about?
It actually hasn't bumped up too high yet. I think you can still find it for like $20-$30.
So about like 60 Canadian for us. That's not too bad.
Wait. For how? For what?
$30 American, he said.
For what?
That Powerpuff Girls one.
Powerpuff Girls, $30 American. The hell is? All right,
Keys is looking for it right now.
Dude, Dupe is like a $30 book now. And we've already seen Dupe. Robin Williams did Flubber already. So now what's going to happen? You know what I mean?
Ah, that's messed up.
Yeah, that's cold, man. That's real cold.
Just saying.
He was a legend.
Dupe Talking Comics. Always appreciative when you stop by, brother. It made honorable mention on the yeah. And they usually know what's going on. Usually their comics are the ones to be on the lookout for. So,
yeah, I love watching their list.
Yeah, if it made that list, I always love it because I love watching Mel's reactions to some shit. Like they'll be like, "All right, so now we got number 7 this book," and Mel's just like, "What the fuck is it? Like, why?"
If Mel hates it, it's gonna get hot.
You know what I mean? But I love Mel. He's one of a kind, man. I just love his reactions. They're so natural. All right, so yes, there's the Powerpuff action. Guys, you know, when we do talk spec, I know somebody had mentioned it early on. I know it was a few days ago, and I mentioned it yesterday because it was like the first show that we did, but since the passing of Black Panther. But we won't be talking about Black Panther. So if you're here for Black Panther, I mean, I'm sure you can get that information elsewhere, but just out of respect, let's not talk about it. You see what's going on in the market right now. Our shops around here actually took everything they had in all their shops, Black Panther related, and took it off the shelves for 3 days. So you couldn't find anything Black Panther. And I thought that was pretty dope of them to do.
But see, it is if they're just doing it because like out of a respect type thing, I guess. But the other side of the coin is, are they doing that to try and sell it again, 3 days later, which is the problem that, I've been having with the situation. Is it seems like a lot of retailers and stuff are using it as an opportunity to try and make profit. And it just sucks to see that.
So there's two out of the 4 shops put the stuff back at normal price. That's 50%. The other 50% kind of I'll tell you later. The other 50% unfortunately did raise some of the prices.
Yeah, it didn't do the right thing.
Yeah, and it's sad, but hey, it is what it is. There's good people, there's bad people, there's blue cars, there's red cars. It's just life. It is what it is. All right. So any other spec outside of that Powerpuff FaceTime?
That was really the big one that I wanted to mention since we ended up getting to it so late.
Oh shoot. Yeah. That's going to be pretty big. Keys, what's that Spider-Man book that you're on the lookout for? I think it's like 663, something like that. Wraith.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, buddy.
Now, isn't she's already been introduced in the game though, has she not?
As her regular, like as Captain Watanabe, not as Wraith.
Okay. Okay.
She has a cameo appearance in downloadable content that came out for the game. You don't actually see her as Wraith, but you see the ribbons. So it's like her calling card. So I'm hoping she makes a bigger appearance in the next game and or an animated film or anything.
Yeah. The only two books that I can think of.
This is actually Amazing Spider-Man 600 right here is actually the first appearance. Shout out to Freaky Louie of Captain Watanabe right here.
Oh yeah, that's the one that you won on his thing. Okay.
Check him out every Friday. Dude is hilarious. Always has a captivating story, and he gives away books. He's like one of the nicest, most genuine guys in the community that I've run into thus far.
Did you check out the video he dropped today? It was great.
Yo, the songs are awesome, man.
His songs are great. I've made it. I
Oh,
think like 2 times on his song. So like I feel like I'm doing something right.
I got 5 on it. Like, oh,
yeah, no, he's a funny guy, man, and that's what I like about this community. There's guys like him, you know, not afraid to be themselves, natural and just funny as hell. So the 2 books that I was gonna
Definitely sub his channel.
Yeah, the 2 books that I was gonna talk about. One, I mean, these books aren't spec. I mean, I'm just kind of basically telling you like, hey, maybe go pick these books up because they are, probably going to heat up. The first one is Infamous Iron Man #1 with that AI Iron Man first appearance and the first appearance of Dr. Doom as Iron Man. I think that book, I mean, you can find that book right now for $12, but I'm thinking we're probably going to see Iron Man. I'm not even thinking, I know we're going to see Iron Man throughout. I was hoping to do more of a Riri Williams, but with, the Black Panther stuff, I feel like that might be closed just because of, the way that it was supposed to go was that school that T'Challa had opened up at the end of Black Panther 1. That was going to be that tech school that Riri Williams was going to be in. I don't know if they're still going to go that route, so I'm shifting gears. I'm going to say Infamous Iron Man 1 is going to be a book. If you can find it cheap, I found 4 copies already on eBay for like $12. It's not crazy. I mean, I don't think you're going to lose money, but if we see him, we're going to see Dr. Doom at some point. That Iron Man is going to be in and out throughout some of the movies coming in and out. I don't think that that's a bad book to invest in at $12, $15 Canadian. So that's like, I don't know, what, $8, $9 American. That's not crazy to think. The other book, and this book has been getting a lot of hype for the wrong reasons, I guess, just because of the battle with what is the first appearance, what isn't the first appearance. But I was going to say, if you come across X-Men Annual 14, which is the cameo, but realistically, I mean, let's face it, if you read comics and you are battling with what's a cameo and what's a first appearance, I mean, in that book, he's named, he talks, he's in multiple panels. I've been picking that book up no matter where I go. If I see that book in a shop, I'm buying it. You can find mint copies for like $40 Canadian. So that's like, I think $28 US, somewhere around there. When Gambit comes, it's going to be big. It's going to have a lot of hype. And it's still affordable. I think that X-Men 266 is not the one you guys should be looking for. I just have this feeling like later on, a few years from now, they might change the label on that book. They might just because of what's going on with, say, like, the virus talk and things like that, the Hulk 181 and 180. Like, I just feel like those things are coming just because of the social media presence and the pressure that, us comic book people put on those companies. So I feel like some of that stuff is coming. So it's not a bad idea to pick those 2 books up, especially that Gambit book. Even at $28 American, it's not bad. Louis, this one, man, that is like that's like a $300, $400 book already. there is a.
Yeah, that book actually, I think it's going even higher than that now, isn't it?
And it's crazy because like it's so. I don't know. I love Magneto. Magneto's on the cover, which it's kind of weird that the character is not on it. You guys know how I feel about first appearances. Like I like the character to be on it. Yeah, it's just weird because the space of the art too. Like there's those black blocks. I don't know. Like if you bring up the image of the book, it's like it's just weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it's like a $300-400 book already. If the character shows up, it's probably going to gain maybe double, if not $200 added onto it. So it's going to be crazy. Louis saying she might be in WandaVision. Speaking of WandaVision, there is that. I think it's Vision number 4 or number 1. It's the cover of the family at the front door. That one is a book. I would be on the lookout for it too. I think it's already hit about $50 to $60. I'm not giving you spec when the book is like a $2-3 book. I know this book has been out for a while, but that's another book that I would be on the lookout for as well. It is hitting that $50 to $60 range now. So if you can find it, definitely get it. So yeah. Franklin Richards' first appearance as a hero in Kraven's Last Hunt Run. Franklin Richards' first adult appearance is which book? That was a
I'm
question.
not even sure offhand.
I don't know offhand. Mountain Peak. What's the book? Is it a black cover where he's like on the front? Because I think I might have seen it. The Spider-Girl? Spider-Girl. No. Hold on a second. It's an annual. Are you guys talking?
Well, that's the Fantastic Four annual number 6. Yeah, that's his first appearance.
Yeah, but he's not an adult.
Right.
This is one of my favorite books of all time. I love Fantastic Four.
Joe, yeah, that's his overall first appearance, right? Yeah. He's talking about his first adult appearance.
To your point about this book compared to the annual, yeah, this is dope because the character's on the cover. X-Men Annual 14. I hate that cover. Like there's so much going on you don't know. The only knock on this, man, and again, Storm's right there, but the only knock on this is like it looks like he's wearing a thong. I say that all the time. It literally looks like the man is wearing a thong. It's crazy.
That's cool, man. You gotta be comfortable.
Comfortable when you're fighting crime? Like, get out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
As a kid, yeah, it's the annual. Okay, so as the adult, you're saying Fantastic Four, 245 and 376. So there's 2. I'm gonna have to check that out. I would get Spider-Woman before it takes off or announced because a lot of people are specking Olivia Wilde. Yeah, but that's already been announced. What's that book? Face, you might know better than me, but that Spider-Woman, I think it's number 7. That one's taken off since that, right?
That What If?
Anything Spider-Woman right now is taking off soon.
What If
since
the
announcement.
or whatever it is.
Didn't you pick up your copy, Face, for like $10? I think you got it off for Joe, right?
I did. I got it actually off of Joe on the auction. That was Spider-Woman 1.
Fantastic. Okay, Fantastic Four Annual 23. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Spider-Woman hasn't been announced yet. So yeah, but if she's directing it, like she was already announced, I think that's gonna be big. Yeah, and you already see it. Thong in Australia, wearing your feet. Yeah, thong sandal. Yeah, of course. Fantastic 5 MC2 universe. He's the leader of the team in Spider-Girl's timeline. Oh, okay. Man, even that's another book. I was talking about the What If number 1 when Spider-Man joins Fantastic Four. And I was talking about that book. It was like $40 to $60 and nobody was, whatever. And then I had a chance to buy it on My Comic Shop. They had a 9.2. I think it went for like 77 American. And I was like, I don't know. That's too much for, a book that might not, whatever. And then I think like a month later, Simple Man's puts it on their top 10 back issues. I'm like, God damn it. Now you look at that book, it's like $100 American. I'm like, What
Should
the
have
hell?
had more faith in yourself,
That
man.
was the breaks.
I sometimes, but it's crazy because a lot of people, you know, like you have your people like, you know, Mel, you have Lucas, you have FaceTime, Ultra, you know, you have Justice for Comics, Dollar, you know, you have all these people who they do their homework, they follow markets, they read a ton more than me and things like that. And when I make a spec, it's mostly because I just have this gut feeling. You know what I mean? So it's sometimes hard to go with that because people be like, well, why do you think that? And I'm like, it's just a gut feeling, man. I don't know. Spider-Man 2099.
Oh,
I was buying those books when they were like $5 like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, and now look, now everybody's trying to get it. They're like $100 books, this, that. It's and back then people were like, why are you getting that book? I'm like, I don't know. I just have a gut feeling. I don't know. Gut feeling. I always like the cover. I don't know. I'm more of those like thick book annual type guy. I don't know. But every time someone says something about spec, I'm always like, it's just my gut feeling. I don't know. I don't
Like
have
the foil cover. It was the shiny objects, right?
something like that. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's always been something. What's the other one? There's a Fantastic Four one that I was always talking about too. Fantastic
It's got that foil
Four
cover too.
No, hold on. It was Fantastic Four 211, I think it was. It's the first appearance of like the Nova Corps and things like that. And then I think it's 211. No, 211 is Terrax. I gotta go back, but it's the first time Nova Corps is in it, and I remember that book was like, I don't know, $4, $3, something like that, Canadian. So for you Americans, it's $1. And out of nowhere, it's like, you know, $40 to $60 book. You know, so it's just crazy. Yeah, first Terrax is 211. You're damn right. You're damn right. All right. So Faith, do you have any other books you want to talk about?
Well, actually, I got one that I do want to talk about. I'm not. I guess it's kind of maybe the reverse of spec on it. I don't know. I'm actually trying to find some information on a book, the Miles Morales Spider-Man 18 that's getting ready to come up. I guess it's been said around that it's a new Clone Saga or whatever, but the solicitations for 20 are saying that the character is Ultimatum. So I'm just trying to find out if maybe I've missed something somewhere and there's a reason that they believe this new character is a clone rather than Ultimatum.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was Dollar Bin had mentioned something like that. I think, though, he was talking about the one, because this is where I got my information. I think I spoke about it yesterday. But it was that Miles Morales book that comes out tomorrow. That's
right. Yeah. That's the 18, and that's I guess that's the one that they're saying is the clone, but it looks like that story goes further into 20 where they're saying it's Ultimatum. So I don't know if that's a mistake on Marvel's part or what's going on with it. Or
Ultimatum was what?
So a lot of people,
issue 1?
I know a lot of people are confused because when I had talked about that, they're like, no, man, you're wrong. It's that Spider-Man 2. And I was like, no, is it Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 1? 2? Yeah, 2. And they're like, no, the clone's in that one. And I go, I think it's like a different, I think it's a different universe. And I think that's the issue right now, right? There's so many goddamn universes that it's like, all right,
what? Miles comes from 1610.
Yeah.
This Ultimatum apparently comes from the OG universe, 616. So technically not a clone. It's just 616's version of Miles, no? I could be wrong.
Right, and I think that's what's throwing everything off is like, where's the clone part coming in at?
I mean, Peter Parker had clones, you know what I'm saying? But no, I kind of feel you there.
Are you guys getting that baby variant tomorrow?
I want that, bro.
Yeah, definitely getting that.
Was that cover B?
Yeah, it's cover, like they'll definitely have copies like where we are keys. It's just I don't know. It's one of those books like I don't want to do.
Any of the Boss Logic covers have been great.
Is his clone going to be named Miles Davis?
Nice.
Nice. What's up, Zen? Zen, one of the nice guys in the community. Thanks for
Zen getting in just in time.
1-2. He's very knowledgeable. If you guys haven't checked his stuff out, definitely check his stuff out. But he's always dropping some knowledge, and I appreciate him dropping some stuff. Miles 18 may touch on a character back in Miles 7, which means go buy Miles 7 right now. Because
Okay, so was that the clone? Was there a clone in Miles 7? Is that where it's coming from? Because I wasn't on Miles Morales that early.
I wasn't on it either, so that's why I'm thinking. I'm like the only stuff that I'm trying to think back, but like I don't think I read. I think I read like Miles 1 and 3. I don't even think I think I skipped 2. Baby variant is B and hot.
Yeah.
Super hot. When are you ever wrong, Mr. Keys? Well, if you spend...
I wing it. I wing everything in life. So I'm probably always wrong.
Ben took Aunt May's last name, Riley.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I think I touched on it yesterday, guys, but if you weren't here, I'm going to tell you guys right now. I'm picking up Miles Morales 18, cover A. If they have cover B, I'm going to get cover B. I'm picking up that Thor second print. I'm picking up Venom third print. No, wait, the Thor is the third print. Is it not, Face? I think it's third.
I actually have no idea right offhand. Whatever it is, I'm getting it.
Yeah, so second or third print. It could be fifth. Who knows? By this time, in a month, we'll probably have Thor 5, print 18. Then there's
I think they're on their 4th or 5th on some of them.
It's crazy. Then you have Venom 27, which is the second print. That book looks dope. 7 Secrets Firepower number 3. That's sharp. And then 7 Secrets. Definitely get 7 Secrets. It's a gold cover, that yellow cover. Guys, tomorrow I think is going to be a big comic book day. Save your pennies. Today, start a milk, a lemonade stand right now if there's still sun out there, and get those dollars because you might need them for tomorrow. Third print. So Thor 5, third print, which is ridiculous. But I heard this one is going to be better. This is the better one to have over the second print. I think somebody had mentioned that to me. I don't know. 7 Secrets, second print.
I forget which one was on the second print for Thor 5.
I think it was that weird one where it was like it was the Black Winter, and then like there was like a little Thor kind of about to fight him, kind of thing.
Mini baby Thor.
It just looked like he looked small compared to like the whole thing. Yes,
you might be right. I remember that being on one of the covers. I just don't know which one.
Yeah, this one too. Yeah, Venom 27 with that Symbiote Avengers. Dope. Yes, tomorrow's going to be big. Got to watch the budget. Yeah. See, that's why I try to always tell people, like, for example, last week wasn't a big week, right? There was a lot of – there wasn't, though. I mean, come on. Outside of Spawn 309, there –
That was it. That was it for me, bro. I've been waiting too long.
But the issue that a lot of people get into
Spawn 309 hurt a lot of people last week.
Yeah, oh yeah, myself included, Keys included, right? The thing that I try to always tell people is like, listen, if there's nothing big, don't force yourself to buy shit. Like, save your money for the following week. You know what I mean? There's weeks where there's not a lot of books coming out, and people will just pick up anything anyway just because they're like, well, maybe, and then they're like nervous. And then those books just sit there, right? So always look ahead for, like, say the following week, because sometimes you can find a lot of books that were out last week. I can still find this week. Like last week was very weak. You know what I mean? Like, Keys, we go to Sketchbook, we go to Big B. A lot of the books from last week are still on the shelves right now.
Can you grab me that Spawn 309?
Okay.
Yeah,
minus Spawn 309. You can find a lot of those books on the shelves right now. You know what I mean?
Bro, you don't even know how pissed.
Yes. FaceTime. Yeah, that's the one that I was talking about. Is the full black cover.
We're gonna go back to one of those stores this week, and 309 cover B is gonna be right up there for like $20-$30, bro. And
guaranteed.
I'm gonna slap that shit down, and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be like, "Chris lied to me." Oh yeah,
Oh, Austin, come on, wait, man, because there's gonna be a Venom 27 like 19th print coming out soon. So you probably want to add it to that collection, man. You definitely want to add it to that collection. The other thing that 1-2 and FaceTime, because I remember FaceTime was telling me about this one. Definitely get this free comic book.
Yeah, that Usagi Yojimbo is gonna be great.
I can't stress enough. I can never stress enough. Me and Keys, we went. I think it was like a month ago. We went out with Mr. Freeze.
Oh yeah.
And we were trying to tell him, like, dude, just pick up. Like when you go in there, pick up the free comic books, no matter what, even if they don't mean anything. At least, and the silver lining is, hey, you get free bags and boards. You know what I mean? Like that's how I always look at it. And that's from Keys.
And you get free books to read.
Yeah, but like look back in history at all the books on Free Comic Book Day that are worth something right now. I mean, let's think about the first appearance of, Virus. The first appearance of Jackpot. There's I don't know if it's Mr. Negative. There's Umbrella Academy. There's like so many. There's like 3 or 4 Spider-Man ones that are worth something. I think it's Jackpot. But there's so many. If a store is giving you a free book, just fucking take it. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Just put it in a box that says, Free Comic Book Day, and don't look at it for like 5 years, and then see what I do.
Yeah, if you got those like the Halloween Fest, Miles Morales Ultimate Fallout 4s were going for like $20-$30 a pop there for a while.
Yeah. Right. Hang on, I'll wait for the 19th. Yeah, dude, 19th print. It's a low print run too, so just be on the lookout for that. That's a newbie exclusive right there. Who do you think? Oh, I wish I didn't click. I wish I didn't click on that. Yeah, I'm probably not going to talk about this, man. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of following suit. Not that like I'm a follower, but just out of respect, I know a lot of people are doing one day. I'm going to do like a 1 week, just because of everything that's going on, the books that are selling and how crazy things are getting. So I'm probably not going to touch on that. Panda here saying he's selling his Thor 1 through 6 this Sunday on auction. I'm assuming
that's a bold move.
Thor 5, dude, first print, you're selling it? Oh man. I'll give you Iron Man 1 on DVD for it if you want. I've got 2 copies. So
it ain't even Blu-ray, man. Damn.
You just let me know. Let me know.
He didn't even say Blu-ray. He said the DVD. Yeah, wow.
Not even that full 1080p, bro.
I think that this is I was able to pick up all 3 movies. Wait, there's
the third one they probably gave you for free.
That's the prize of this collection right there. Damn, that Tales of Suspense. It's the movies.
Yo, send that to CGC, bro.
Well, listen. So I gotta tell you guys something. So so I'm thinking about like me and the girlfriend are thinking about selling the house, because I own my own house. So I'm thinking about selling my house, and I already know kind of like the profit that I'm gonna get, and like the house that we're about to buy. And she goes, well, what are you gonna do with that extra money? Man, and I was like, I don't know, maybe Tales of Suspense 39. And she's like, well, how much is that? Right? Because she'll be like, oh, how much? Like, go get the books that you want. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, babe. It's like I think a 1.8 in that book is like $3,800. Yeah.
That ain't shit.
You could get a 1.8, right?
That ain't shit, man. 1.8 for $3,800, like.
But you would still have the book, like it would be yours.
I know, but I would probably like not buy a book for like a year, just thinking like I just spent almost $4,000 on a book. That's 1.8. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, if it's worth it to you, it's worth it to you.
Yeah, man.
I know, but it's great. Kid Collector here, coming a little bit late. I saw that you didn't want to see New Mutants. Keys, why?
I'm sure we can scroll up in the comments.
Guys, so I'm going to be adding some of the guys that just entered. So we're going to be giving away a book shortly. Anybody that showed up today that left a comment in the chat,
courtesy of FaceTime. This man's making big moves. Sub him up. This isn't a mini giveaway, man. It's a giveaway.
Zen,
we're gonna give away a copy of Something Is Killing the Children, number 8, the 1 in 25 by Jeff DeCall.
So 1, 2, I think 1, 2, 1, 2 comic. So I got 22 people in this.
Something is killing the children, but something is saving your wallet when you win this. Boys, sub this man up for his generosity.
I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely go hit the sub button.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't subbed up to FaceTime, I know he's had a few situations with internet, but he's gonna be dropping some content. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I love this comment from Zen World. Gotta live yourself, treat yourself. My girl tells me all the time. She goes, treat yourself. You work too damn hard. Get it.
Did she know you were selling the house for a comic book?
No, I'm not selling the house for a comic book. I'm just saying, I have so much opportunities now that maybe I might be able to get it, or I could just go on lower end, probably get Iron Man 1, right? The only thing is, a true Iron Man fan would probably have Tales of Suspense 39. Iron Man 1, you could find like a 7.0 for like $700 Canadian. So,
I bet Robert Downey Jr. has Tales of Suspense 39.
Yeah, he probably does. He probably has a few. He probably does a few. 69, yeah. I'm adding you right now, brother. Panda just put up money. Panda just put up FaceTime's thing. So right there, Kid Collector, you got it right there. You three do some great videos. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's unscripted. It's just us. Get the book. Yeah, okay. All right.
No, this is what we gotta do.
Here's the thing. If I don't get Tales of Suspense,
he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Listen, if I don't get Tales of Suspense, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I go Iron Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man 300, and I go
room for key issues.
No, Fantastic Four. What is it? Number 48, first appearance of Silver Surfer.
That's a pretty good list too.
Right? Because you add up all those 3 books, it still doesn't come up to 3,800. Like you look at Fantastic Four 48, you're looking at 1,100. You look at Iron Man 1, you're looking at about 700. And then you add in Amazing Spider-Man 300, very high grade, you're looking at 6. That's 13, 11, that's 24. So I'm saving almost $1,500 in getting 3 books compared to the 1.
Right. That's probably the way that I would go, but I'm not an Iron Man super fan either, so.
Mountain Peak, what the?
Aha.
But he's not wrong.
Not wrong at all.
No, you guys are all wrong. All right, so 69 just sub. Kid Collector just sub. Yeah, guys, go check him out. Obviously, go check out my man.
I appreciate that, guys.
Key Issues. FaceTime, you're going to be dropping content and videos on a regular starting when?
Hopefully, it'll be a little bit later on this week. We should be having our internet issues repaired, hopefully, tomorrow.
All right, cool. Yeah, there's been a thing. Yeah, as long as it doesn't. Yeah, a lot of people. I remember I met this one guy that I used to work with when I was a chef. I was a sous chef at the time, actually, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "Man, why do you work so much?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I just like to treat myself. I want to retire young, all that." And the guy goes, "Man, he had like about $6,000 in credit card debt." And at the time, I was like 19 years old, so I had not come into the comic world yet. I didn't come into the comic world until I was like 24. I'm 32 now, so it's been a few years. And I remember he was telling me, he's like, "Dude, I have like $6,000 in credit card." And I'm like, "From what?" And he's like, "Comic books." And he's like, "Yeah, man, but I still buy them." And I'm like, "Oh my God, dude, like how?" That's like the opposite of what you want to do, man. So I was a chef too. Yeah, I stopped being a cook when I was like 27. So If you still are, mad respect.
What was that, about 2 weeks ago?
No, I think I subbed you FaceTime. So there you go. I want to be a chef when I grow up. If I can give you any advice, run. Go do something else. But you know what? If you pay your taxes at the same time, you're entitled to your opinion. So do what you want to do. It's not for everybody. But if you love cooking, definitely do it. Yeah. So I just have to
some
ask,
people must like doing it. They got like 2 whole channels on cable television devoted to that shit. So apparently there are people that like doing it.
It's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've worked in a lot of places. I worked in, a lot of great restaurants and met a lot of people. But it's just not something that, if you want a family and you want to live like a certain way, your weekends, your evenings, your holidays, I mean, that doesn't exist. So if you're trying to look for that perfect, 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, be home for the kids or, have time for yourself, I mean, there's not much of it, right? So, you just kind of have to decide what you want to do. And it's hard to move up, man, because it's one of those professions that you can be replaced. So, yeah, see, even Deadpool is saying, man, I left my restaurant where I was a chef and a sous chef making good coin to be a rehab counselor. So, subbed FaceTime, looking forward to it. Zen, I'm going to have you on the show.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to do something where if I do sell my house and I buy that book, I'm going to do a show with you because I'm going to kind of open the book with my girl beside me and the price tag. And I just want you to be there for me. So, yeah, that'll be an interesting.
He's the one with medical training, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, yeah, Deadpools, it is a stressful job. Absolutely. 1, 2. Hopefully getting back soon and ready to sell. Kai says, I have to start selling slabs. Kai runs 1, 2 comic talk. I'm just a dad. Yeah. See, that I'm not into that problem because my girl will always tell me to buy comics. She's like, oh, you're having a bad day? Why don't you go buy a comic? She'll offer to give me money to go buy a book. She, when I talk about a book being so expensive, like when I was going back and forth about ASM 300 being $600, she was like, why don't I give you half? Like all this stuff. So I kind of have a good support system. Not to mention, Key Issues is always like, dude, you should get it. You should do it. Like, he's always in the back of my ear being like, you should buy that book. You should get that. So,
see, my girl does the same thing. She always tells me that I should go get the book, but she has an ulterior motive in doing this because then she's going to go out and get her own books, and that's why her collection's better than mine now.
She's also an artist, too, so.
I'm not salty.
I am Zen. Don't you worry, man. Don't you worry. Today she told me once I got off work, she was like, "Why don't you go to the comic book store and buy something?" I was like, "Man, who are you?" Put a ring on that. Yeah. My wife does the same, newbie, and we got 2 kids. Yeah. But I mean, if I had a kid, but I also had Tales of Suspense 2039, I don't know. Like, those pictures that you take with your kid where you're like I probably would do that with that book. You know what I mean? Like, those those photos that like wives do when they have the kid and like the husband's on it and it's like in black.
Yeah.
I'd probably do that, but with the book.
Bro, let me do it with you, man. That'd be hilarious, bro.
Hey, that's just one book that I feel like if there was any book, it would be that book. It would be that book. All right, guys. So we're kind of coming down to the end. I want to thank everybody for coming. Everybody who subbed, Mr. FaceTime, because he's trying to get his channel on the go. And I know that this was a great community. You guys are really great. You guys always tune in and come. So I love that. Paying it forward, FaceTime is giving this book away. So without further ado, we are going to get this giveaway on its way. So,
that wheel's spinning.
Here we go. So I'm going to shuffle it. FaceTime, it's your book. How many times should I shuffle?
Say something crazy.
Pick something crazy. Go ahead, Keith. You pick it.
69 times.
Okay, not that crazy.
Okay. So,
never mind. Face, that's all you.
Let's keep it in single digits. Let's go with lucky 7.
7. Okay, hold on. I'm just adding some of the people that just came in. So all you guys have to do in order to be in this is make a comment in the chat and give a thumbs up. So you just got What's going on, Jennifer? Thank you for joining. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna put Buttered on. So we're going. You said 7 times FaceTime.
7 times. Let's do it.
All right. So here we go. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good luck to the winner. This is for a 1.
Good luck, everybody.
5. Number 8. 1 in 25.
Something is killing the children. Number 8. 1 in 25 by Jeff Takal.
All right, hold on. I gotta redo it because I forgot to put Geek Theory, so I apologize. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Good luck to the winner.
Yo, come on, no whammy, no whammy.
Wait, did I win? Oh,
get out of here! How's this guy on the wheel?
Oh, bro, how the hell?
I'm gonna remove it. I've never won anything in my life, so that was crazy. That was crazy. Okay, I'm gonna remove myself. All right, here we go. Good luck to the winner. I can't believe that happened.
What are the odds?
You know, I just want to thank my mother. Stanley.
Oh, he had his speech prepared and everything.
Just everyone that helped me along the way, guys.
All the little people.
Rigged. I didn't know. I just put myself in there. I've never won anything. All right, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. We already did the 7. I eliminated that newbie guy. So here we go, guys. If I win again, that's crazy. Oh, it's rigged. Oh, if Panda would have won.
Ooh, Kid Collector. Kid Collector.
If Panda would have won after he said rigged, I would have. Yeah. So Kid Collector.
That would have been ironic. All right, Kid Collector, just go ahead and hit me up on IG, or if you can't get me, get Newbie, and he can direct you to me.
Make sure to get your parents' permission. He's young.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, just make sure. And FaceTime. So yeah, get him. If you're not able to get him, just link with me up, and we'll go from there.
Damn, congrats.
Congratulations.
All right, guys. So that's it for our show on Tuesday. Be on the lookout because FaceTime's got some stuff coming out. Keys, you have some stuff coming out, correct?
Yes. Hopefully this week.
Okay.
Definitely.
I haven't had a chance to drop a video this week. I'm dropping a video probably next week. It's just been crazy, and I have 2 lives. I had one yesterday. I had one today. I'm gonna be supposedly on this Canadian interview thing that's supposedly big around here. So I don't know. I just heard about it. They wanted me. I'm also got my Women in Comics this Sunday. So check out that at 1:30 p.m. I believe we're doing it. Because I don't like to go at the same time as Rod the Rican. He's got a great thing going on Sundays. It's kind of where I got my start. So out of respect, I always go before or after. So I'll be doing that at 1:30. And yeah, my video will drop next week. I got some new lives. I know school's starting and people are, getting back to work and things like that. So I appreciate everybody who supports, joins, and watches things. Don't forget, again, to go and check out Keys' stuff, FaceTime stuff, and everybody in the chat. Go sub yourselves up. Go check everybody's content out. Let's build the community. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys for joining in. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday. All right, guys. Later.
Later.